I got me some cocoritos. Some cocos. I got me some cocoritos. I got me some cocoritos. Alright. 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 Alright, I think we're good to go right there. Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another Spooky Macanonis. If you're new to the channel, check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or under Kakra Gaming XP, or my new YouTube channel called Coco Gaming YTV. What up, George? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome on Twitch if you just joined. I gotta make sure that's working. Let me make sure my Twitch is up and going. Ezio ragazzi, thank you for the 690 followers on Twitch, by the way. Ezio ragazzi, the homie Ezio ragazzi. Alright, we're good to go. My stream is up and going. The stream is good to go. Nothing seems to be lagging. Let's go ahead and hit that intro, and then we're gonna get things started. How does that sound? You can hear me? Okay, good. Let's hit that intro. Alright, let me get my headphones. Cause I'm dreaming of Coco tonight to tomorrow. I take a churro and I got some cocoritos. Alright. Let me make sure that's going, that's working. Okay. I think everything should be good now. How you been, George? How's everything? How's your night going so far, man?
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin.
What up, official shot? What up, everybody? Welcome to the stream.
In this TikTok video published by a user named NematNBJ, we watch what looks to be a relatively wholesome and cute clip of a young girl running around the living room area of her house, while her parents are watching a music video on the TV set. At one point in the video, the young girl comes into the living room and glances up at the TV to see what it is that her parents are watching, all the while something terrifying is occurring right near her.
My last video before I go to sleep. Okay, okay, official shot. Sounds good.
The door at the end of the corridor suddenly slams shut viciously, something that the uploader noticed while filming, but the little girl did not. The way the door closed certainly seemed unnatural and almost paranormal in nature. This has of course caused many theories and speculation to circulate around the video, debating as to what could have possibly caused this to happen. At around the 11-second mark, if you look closely, you can see a white shape appear in the door frame. Perhaps this was an otherworldly entity making its appearance known before slamming the door. Was this just a person dressing up in order to scare the videographer? Or was this just a hoax? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments.
That could have been anything, but at the same time, that's creepy. Could be, could be.
A TikTok user named Jaina0992 uploaded this short but nonetheless interesting video to his account, which starts off with utter chaos as we hear a couple of people in the background screaming. It is presumed that they are looking at something that's freaking them all out, but we don't really get a good look at what it is right away. The uploader points his camera in the direction of the thing before it eventually makes an appearance. Take a look.
Vamos a alumbrar qué es, no, Juan. Un niño, es como un niño llorando, es como un niño llorando. Niño, no, la ¡ey! ¿Qué es eso? No.
Out of nowhere, a small creature can be seen hobbling away, which just causes the crowd of people surrounding it to freak out and scream even harder than before, absolutely horrified as to what they just witnessed. Many people believe that this may be an El Duende, a humanoid figure of folklore.
I don't know, man. What up, Nikki AD? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going so far?
Filipino cultures,
How you been,
comparable
Nikki?
to dwarves, gnomes, or leprechauns. Did this TikTok user actually end up filming?
I don't know why my Twitch is not showing up on the thing right there.
Or is this just a weird-looking animal that nobody
Should be.
knows of yet? Either way, the crowd's reaction definitely made it seem like it wasn't.
I don't think my
hoax.
Twitch is working. How's everything, Nikki?
Javier Briones is the security guard that has the unfortunate duties.
That
of
last
working
video
the
was
overnight
that last video was pretty creepy. I mean, the thing looked almost like it had fur on top or something like that, but I mean, I couldn't tell if it was a duende or not. In our country, at least, folklore stories have said that duendes look like little humanoids, but they don't have hair on them. So I don't know what this thing might have been, but it definitely looked creepy. The fact that it was just going back and forth in a thing and then it just jumped, I don't know.
shift, which many people are afraid of due to it being that much creepier being surrounded by the darkness. In the video, Javier explains that it is currently 4:17
It looked like a little
in the morning
bear. It could have
at
been.
the time of the recording, and says that he keeps hearing strange knocking noises coming at the booth every so often.
Son las 4:17 de la mañana. Están golpeando de nuevo la puerta, la caseta. Que escuchen ustedes de nuevo para que vean que esto no es un juego. Que ahí siempre golpean 10 o 5 minutos y después se detienen. Conche tu madre, se acaba de mover el vaso, se acaba de mover ese lapicero.
Throughout the remainder of the video, we see some genuinely strange things happen near Javier that he simply cannot explain. Take a look and see for yourself.
Acaba de hacer un movimiento hacia allá.
It could have been somebody.
¿Ustedes que golpearon atrás mío?
We are streaming live on Twitch and YouTube in case you're wondering
Bueno,
where the
hay que
comments are
mantener
coming
la
from.
calma. Si te pasa algo de esto alguna vez, hay que mantener la calma. Escucho a ustedes mismos.
Afterward, Javier proceeds to walk around outside to see if
That
there's
could have been
anybody
somebody.
around that could be the culprit, but ultimately ends up finding nothing. There isn't a single soul in sight, which just freaks him out even more, because it begs the question, Who or what could have possibly caused those eerie knocking noises?
I mean, let's just say for
It will
entertainment to
probably
humor him,
forever
right? There was
remain a
nobody
mystery,
there.
but we can all hope that Javier has more peaceful nights at his
I
job
don't know,
in the
man.
future.
I would have been freaked out. I wanna be there, right?
This next entry comes to us from a Reddit user named Alta4, who goes on to explain a terrifying paranormal incident that occurred in Derby Gaol during a talk from Richard Felix from Most Haunted. The Reddit post reads as follows, quote, I went to a small true ghost story gathering with Richard Felix from Most Haunted in Derby Gaol on Halloween night. There were only about 15 people there, and we all sat by the fireside while him and another ghost hunter were telling some of their encounters with spirits. In the middle of one of these stories, Richard's glass moves off the table and shatters all over the floor. Of course, we are all in shock. Derby is arguably the most haunted city in the UK, and this jail was the home to hundreds of criminals waiting to be executed. Not to mention, it was midnight on the 31st of October.
Oh my god, and they stayed there in that
Naturally,
house?
every single person skeptic kicked in, including Richard himself. We placed an identical glass on the table and tried shaking the table at full force. It wouldn't budge. I tried this myself, and I can assure you, it would not move on its own. We realized that someone was streaming this gathering live to a Richard Felix fan page on Facebook. So, after we'd finished all the stories, we watched it back, and sure enough, there was the glass moving by itself and shattering on the floor. Ghosts and spirits have been seen before in the jail, but catching this on camera really proves how much activity there is there. End quote. So, without further ado, let's have a look and watch the video accompanying the post.
And in the front room, and three of us were facing the door, and three of us were facing the window, and I was facing the door. And
how's that happened?
Wait, play that back again.
the door. And the door. And
How's that happened?
Shut up.
Oh, Christ. Did you get that?
Have you got that on film?
I don't know.
Don't tell me you're filming in.
Well, she was, but she got both in the photos, so hopefully.
It could be fake. I mean,
That is absolutely...
The two men can be seen talking when all of a sudden, one of the glasses on the table falls over and breaks, causing both of them to look utterly confused and baffled as to what just happened.
maybe they
The
were in
uploader
shock.
says that he
Maybe.
used to be a skeptic when it came to paranormal related things, but after living in
That doesn't really
Derby for
prove
over 2
anything, you
months or
know?
so,
They would have
he
thrown
started
more
to be a
things,
bit
maybe?
more of a believer. And if
Maybe.
this video is indeed genuine, then it's no wonder why. He says that you can visit this place if you wish, but only if you dare.
I don't know.
Reddit user QuimboSlice20 says that his aunt's house is haunted and that he has known that much ever since he was a little kid. He goes on to say that, quote, last weekend I visited my aunt who lives out in the country in Iowa. Her house is very old, built in the 1860s, I think. Anyway, it was the first time I've been back in 20-ish years. I didn't have a video/camera type phone back then, but I do now. Voices woke me up around 2:30 in the morning. I didn't capture them, but I captured a noise coming from the closet door. I then captured door knocking and eventually whispering of a child. In almost all of the clips I got, you can see a lot of orbs going by. The whispering became too intense for me and I slept in the car. So happy I finally have some proof I can share. Believe it or not, it's your call, but it's real. End quote. In the first video,
Amogus.
we watch as the uploader lays awake in bed trying to record something, waiting patiently in the dark when all of a sudden, this happens. Still hearing voices. strange noise can be heard coming from the door, which audibly scares him, before the video ultimately ends, leaving us to wonder what that disturbing sound was. A second video was posted to YouTube a little while later and shows the uploader laying in the same bed as he was before, trying to record something else that has been keeping him up at night. As he lay awake, he suddenly hears what he has been anticipating. The moment he hears the creepy knocking noises coming at the door, he lets out a shaky breath, unsure of what he should be doing. The knocking eventually gets more rapid and even louder before the video concludes. In the third and final video, the uploader is once again in the same room and in the same bed, and this time he hears what is probably the most terrifying noise yet.
¿Aló? Estoy ocupado ahorita, estoy haciendo algo.
If you listen carefully, you can hear some disturbing whispering coming from somewhere inside the room, but as for what it is saying, nobody knows for sure. Many people have been wondering how the uploader has been able to stay in the house for so long. And it's a good question. If these videos are authentic, then it's probably in his best interest to run away as fast as he can.
Is the uncle trying to come in and got him back in the mail? Hey yo,
And that was
nah,
5 scary
dog.
videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content.
Good stuff from the homie Sir Spooks. Let's go pull up King Frostmere. We haven't seen King Frostmere in a hot minute. I think that's a good one right there. King Frostmere is also an amazing content creator. King Frodo Baggins? No, King Frostmere, not King Frodo Baggins. What the hell? Not Frodo. What the hell? Why did YouTube recommend Frodo? King Frodo Baggins? Frodo Baggins. Alright, let's look up the scariest videos found on Reddit that are too scary for you. I think that works. Alright, let me load that up. And then I saw her face.
Working in a movie theater can be a really interesting job. You never know what you're dealing with, especially after a movie ended and you are the person who's supposed to clean up after everybody. The following events were documented by a user called TS Mosley, and it appears that he was not alone that night, which was very unexpected.
So I work in a movie theater, and we have to check the theaters at night. You know, once you're done closing as an usher, you just flash the camera. You gotta check the door, and then you have to check behind these curtains just to make sure no one's back here. You know, no one's back here. And then you just go and what the? You know, no one's back here.
Now let's see
Who?
that again.
And you just go and
Maxi Miller? No, I have not.
what the?
I have not. Who's Maxi Miller? Somebody up there?
Seems like somebody was peeking through that little window. Spooky. And TS decides to check what's going on up there.
I just saw somebody up here, and it's the scariest I've ever seen, dude. Like, I was just down here, and I was back down there in that corner right there, and I literally just like can't. What the?
Yo, I'll be freaked out.
It is hard to make out, but a shadow peeks around the machine in the background. I had to brighten it up quite a bit to see it. Whatever it was, it freaked him out big time. I'll keep you guys posted should there be a follow-up video.
Wow. He's a guy that scares out the kids. It's funny, you should watch him. Oh, but is it scary? I mean, I gotta ask permission. Like, I usually just react to people who I have permission to. Like, so if you check the description of my video, that's a list of the people that I have permission to react to. I just don't want to get copyright strikes, so I can go check it out. But if it's something funny, it's not gonna be spooky, right? It's comedy more than scary, right?
Occult and dabbles with the paranormal world ever so often. The young woman states that after moving into her new apartment, her pets seem to behave quite a bit odd. They react to things that are not really there. It wasn't too crazy in the beginning, until the woman started to see strange shadows in her home. She was startled a little, and one day she was just relaxing in her living room when she noticed her pets reacting to something invisible again. She caught this encounter on video.
Whoa.
There's a strange shadow creature, and the young woman had no idea where it originated from. She states that this occurred after she was cleansing the place after a Ouija board session. Do you think that we are seeing a spirit here that made it into her house? Something that might have entered after she willingly had opened the door? Hard to say.
You should never play the Ouija board ever.
User SkaterDad has shared the following unsettling happenings on Reddit. He writes, "Ghost in my mom's bed. She's only been living there for about 3 years. She's got the camera set up because she kept having things move and hearing things that shouldn't be. She's fully aware that it doesn't belong to her. It all started with the camera capturing these weird rods. But what freaked them out to the core was this apparition over her bed.
Scaring little kids and shit.
People asked if it couldn't have been his mom on the picture, but he declined that. A terrifying thought though, picturing that something unseen is watching you at night. That close. This video was forwarded by Andrew, and he tells me that it was captured by a mother that is living with her family in a cozy home. What's a bit odd lately though, is that once in a while her son seems to be talking with somebody, although nobody else is home at the time but her. On this day, he seemed to be playing with an invisible friend. The mom started recording and captured this.
Oh shit, what up Dark Voyager, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. There was like a little shadow person that followed him right behind him.
A strange shadow silhouette that some people say looks like a child is passing by.
It looked like a little child, a little shadow child.
Towards the right side of the room. But how is that possible? It's unlikely that this was caused by a reflection from the outside, at least in the mother's opinion. Is it maybe the ghostly playmate of her son?
You imagine? This is why I don't want to have kids, bro. My kid tells me he's playing with some guy with big horns. I'll be like, what?
The following video was posted by a young man who states that in this recording he came across something really unsettling.
Okay, official
Apparently,
shot.
he had
Thank
heard
you.
strange noises lately
I'll
that,
check it
for whatever
afterwards.
reason, seemed to occur after dark. He was just about to call his night when he felt that something wasn't right. He states, "Going upstairs to bed and felt scared all of a sudden. This really freaked me out." He wasn't sure what he saw that night, but if we take a better look, one could think that a creepy face is lurking out from the left lower corner in the other room.
I don't know. It didn't look like much to
He was
me.
alone that night, so whatever this thing is wasn't supposed to be there. Are we looking at a ghost here, or do you have a better explanation?
How you doing, Dark Voyager? I don't know. It didn't look like much to me. I don't know if it was a face or anything like that. Oh, I see it now. You got the little nose, the bold spot. You got the eyes. You have the mouth going on some. That could be a ghost.
Our next TikTok was recorded by Guanacoli503, and it took place in the midst of night when he was apparently
That's
woken
good to hear,
up
Dark.
by
Welcome
loud
to the stream
noises
again.
stemming from
Glad
the
to have you
kitchen.
here.
He was the only
We're watching
child.
scary
It was pretty
videos, so
unusual.
it's up to you
At
guys to
least
decide
what the
whether it's
story
real or
says.
fake.
Now let's check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. It's been good. It's been good. Cannot complain. A little scared. A little scared. Somebody ran across.
A prank by him and his sibling, possibly.
I don't know if I saw somebody running across from me. Bro, that's creepy. My day has been good. Cannot complain. It's been chill, laid back. We got the week off.
This video
so.
was sent by Julian, and it was apparently recorded in Romania. If you have ever driven during the night, especially in a rural area, you know that it is wise to drive carefully, since unexpected objects or animals can appear out of nowhere sometimes, and it would be a shame to hit them. The driver in the following video was witness to something else crossing the street though. While the uploader is not sure if he had captured a phantom that night, I would lean towards this being just being a reckless person in a blanket. But what do I know? I wasn't there after all.
But what is a person with a blanket doing in the middle of the street in the middle of the night?
The next was posted by, well, you can read the name I suppose. He goes on by saying, in the process of buying a new place, my mom took photos throughout the whole house, and all of the photos came out bad in one specific room. What do you all think? Might be interesting for some of you. It's been listed
I'll be
7
like,
times
if I
since
see that ghost on the
1987.
road, I'll
The
be like,
last
Dad,
4
is that
times
you?
the families only
me at
lived
3
there
a.m.
for
going for food.
periods of about 1 year. And the family we are buying from has been there for 3 years. I mostly posted this thinking someone would have some kind of camera scientific reason as to why this isn't a ghost, but now I'm nervous. Here are more photos. In a few of them, they change shape, which gives me hope that it's my mom's camera strap or hair or something. The pictures are spooky regardless. She has an icon. I just live at home. I have no control on the situation. Please bear that in mind. We are contacting a medium, but I'm honestly still on the fence. Some of the readers suspect that it could be a ghostly entity, since it's manifesting in one specific room. What is your opinion, guys? Is it just a camera effect? Maybe it could be a hair, but it also could be something paranormal.
It's D's. It's D's.
The next video was sent and found by Orlang, and it shows some friends fooling around in a back alley, while one of them appears to be in a washroom break. The boy operating the cell phone camera captures an eerie thing that wasn't there at the time.
What was it? Hey, yo! Nah, dog, chill. Why you gotta zoom in on his... Oh, okay.
To whom or what does this creepy face belong to? Something demonic? Or just a friend in the back?
It could be D's again.
You might be familiar with a user called Spooky Links, who had purchased a haunted doll off the internet. During the last couple of months, he had documented some eerie events unfolding in his house. Events that are all based around the doll. In the past couple of days, things have gotten out of hand even more. Before we get into that, let's look at one of the creepy occurrences first. When Lynx had an audio recorder set up next to the doll, it had recorded the following unsettling voice.
Do you know that you're dead? Is there anything you want to say to anyone?
Like literally, I have so much goosebumps.
Tonight he places the doll on a shelf next to a Bible, because he wanted to see what's gonna happen, if
Hunted
anything.
doll from the black market.
But that wasn't all.
Sorry, that was a moment of tension. That was a moment of tension that I had to relieve. Okay, feeling much better now.
On another day, while he was playing a video of a real exorcism, he captured the doll moving.
This is weird.
On that recording, he had placed the doll in a bath of salt to see if it would do anything
Nah,
or
bro.
not.
This is too much.
Now, you tell me, is it possible that this doll is haunted? What do you think?
It's not haunted. It's just a little emo. That's it. It's just emo.
The following video was sent by Alex, and he tells me that he found it on another channel. Apparently, the man in the clip was recording a short video in which he talks about a game that he has sold to somebody else. While he is going into detail about this deal, his camera can capture somebody else in the apartment. At least that is what the viewers believe. Let's take a look. Did you see it? Let's take a second look. It appears that somebody is standing in the dark hallway, turned towards the young man with the camera. The question is, could it be anything
I
mysterious?
don't see it.
Maybe just a friend who was playing a prank for his viewers.
Oh, he's just standing with the hair down. Oh, wow. Somebody just standing there with the hair down, covering their face.
Whatever it is, it appears to be female, with long dark hair.
It's covering
You
its
decide.
face.
The next clip was found by Teddy, and he forwarded the video, which was originally uploaded by Pasillo. It was captured in Colombia, and it features several
Colombia!
a strange person on one of the CCTV recordings overnight. What makes it weird is the unusual movement pattern of that person. In the beginning, it just sits on the street, but then weirdly morphs of some sorts. There's also another person standing close to that thing. What do you make out of that? Just a regular person having an episode, or something else? Viewers actually can't decide. Maybe nothing paranormal.
What the fuck?
Possession perhaps. Who knows?
My dad, when he's trying to look for the milk.
The next video was shared by the team of Clip Store. They were documenting a series of
Just
videos
sitting there waiting
which
for the
they
milk?
recorded in an abandoned Japanese hotel. Based on several stories, there were some paranormal encounters taking place in there. Tonight they were granted access to the second floor, on which there's one particular Buddhist altar room that has frightened many guests in the past. It is said
He
that
just
a
spawned
ghost
there?
appears to guests,
Yeah, that was a
either
respawn
on
point?
the hallway or even in the room itself. One of their team members will stay the night in this room, whilst the rest of the team is surveilling the camera from another
My
floor.
man is scared. He's like,
The
fuck,
young
man.
that's staying in the room is giving a quick update about him feeling a bit uneasy, but nevertheless he falls asleep within the next hour. Several hours later, the man wakes up though.
Man, that was good. We needed that joke. Cause shit looks creepy right now. There was somebody
Person in
passing
white
by.
seems to be walking on the outside hallway, which based on the team's info is impossible, since nobody else was there besides the two men on the top floor who were checking the camera. We were also speculating why their friend was staring at the ceiling for some reason. Strange. If this is not staged, could it be that a spirit was causing this odd behavior? Very eerie for sure. The next
be.
video was shared by Urban Ghost Hunters 901. He and a colleague went to a supposedly haunted funeral home to conduct an investigation. He states, "We were investigating the old funeral parlor when our client sent me this footage from the security camera. She was asking what appeared behind me while I was setting up a static camera. A shadow figure appears to manifest right behind me before moving out of the room to my right. This happens twice.
Mike, are they still recording? Oh shit, they're still recording.
What an eerie recording, isn't it? Apparently, this shadow had not been accounted for. Was it maybe a spirit, or did something more explainable take place that
I saw that too.
Really hard to say. But it does look spooky.
Wow. All right. Let me see. We got 20 more minutes, I think, before we end the stream. Yeah. So let's look at, let's see. Nuke's top 5 top 10 scary ghost videos to freak you out and creep you out. We need something that's 20 minutes. All right. So let me look up the last video. Let's look up. Did we look up slap? Hey. Help, the scary footage needs explaining. We did that one already. First bottom left corner is gone across from it. Could be. Creepy videos that should come with a warning. Okay, that's good. Okay. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I don't think that thing is moving.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slap.
Why does it look blue? I was about to say, what the hell?
I don't think that thing is moving.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious things caught on camera. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
The thought of having a poltergeist in your home is terrifying. Although it's said that poltergeists aren't always violent, these spirits can still supposedly torment their victims by making noises and moving objects. YouTuber Sylvia C began noticing strange occurrences in her home after playing with a Ouija board at her kitchen table.
She played Ouija
She
board?
claims that her channel documents some
No.
of the activity that has since occurred. In this clip, it's fairly obvious that whatever is present wants to make itself known.
Oh, just put the camera.
You never play with the Ouija board. Ever, ever, ever.
There's
Never.
activity tonight in the kitchen.
Keep an eye on the cupboard door. It swings open, then shuts. Next, watch what happens when the woman asks, "Do you want me out of your house?"
Do you want me out of this house, or do you want me to stay?
The presence appears on the kitchen counter.
You imagine? I would have been scared if something like that would have told
The
me to
poster
leave.
explains that this kind of thing happens in her kitchen all the time. This is evidenced in the next clip, which shows the poster hiding behind a partition while pointing the camera towards the sink.
Oh my god, it's moving, oh my god.
Not the Luigi board. What the hell?
Oh, nice. No, it's moving now.
You can see
Not
a spoon
Luigi.
and fork
Come on,
moving
George.
themselves.
Nah. Nah, that thing is not. That thing is serious, bro. We don't. No, don't play with that.
Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my. Oh, nice. No, it's moving now.
She shows the area beneath the counter to demonstrate there are no magnets or strings.
There's nothing. I'm not faking this. Look, there's nobody under there. There's nobody under the counter or under the fridge. There's no magnets or anything like that. There's no strings. That's been moved itself.
The woman's voice clearly sounds distressed.
That's official.
Footage.
Oh my god.
I mean, a lot of things can be explained. A lot of these can be explained with magnets, nice editing.
Moving now.
Would you try and communicate with a poltergeist, or would you
I don't
just
know.
pack your bags and leave?
Pots are moving again.
Yeah, watch you get possessed for that joke, bro. Yeah. Watch some shit happen. Going to the bathroom at 3 a.m. Just wait till you go to the bathroom 3 a.m. because you really have to go take a whiz. And then out of the nowhere, the thing is dark. Everything is dark. And you just feel something just like touching you barely. You're like, oh, who's there? And it's waiting for you right behind the curtains of the bathroom when you go use the bathroom. And you don't dare pull the curtains back because you're like, no, there's something standing there and I don't want to see it.
Well, it's official. Thanks to today's sponsor, Established Titles, I'm now officially a lord. And henceforth I shall rule the will of the people with an iron fist. Just like this. But seriously, if you're wondering how I became a lord, well, that's exactly what Established Titles do. They appoint you a lord or lady. According to a historic Scottish custom, many landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. So by buying even just a tiny piece of land, usually around 1 square foot, you too can become a lord or lady. Their title packs give you at least 1 square foot of land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. This certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. And what's cool is, not only do you become a lord or lady, Established Titles will also plant a tree with every order to help protect the pristine and biodiverse.
But it's true, as I
woodlands of
told you, don't joke
Scotland.
around,
They
because you
work
never know these
closely
things
with
could be
global
listening.
charities like One Tree Planted.
You think just because we're living in this day and age, they're not listening? These things could be anywhere listening to these shit. They're like, oh, you want to make fun of me? Alright, my boy. You gonna believe tonight. You imagine, though?
And trees for the future to help afforestation efforts.
You imagine you go and there's like a little girl with her hair covering her face, and she's just going back and forth inside of the tub, going, "Grr." You're like, little girl, are you okay? And you get close and she's like, I'm not a girl, I'm a he.
These make amazing last-minute gifts. You can make your partner, a family member or friend a lord or lady almost instantly. Now, Established Titles have told me the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my special link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes walking distance. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or lady right now, we can build out a little Slaptam kingdom right there in Scotland. So Established Titles are having a huge Labor Day sale on right now. Plus, if you use the code SLAPTHAM at checkout, you'll get an additional 10% off your entire order. So head to establishedtitles.com/slaptham. That's establishedtitles.com/slaptham. Get 10% off your entire order, plus you'll be supporting our channel. YouTuber Dark Ghost Paranormal explores places that most people would never dare. As this clip begins, he explains that he was sent the coordinates to this house in the mail.
Недавно на почту мне пришло сообщение с координатами этого заброшенного дома.
The sender claimed that elderly people used to live there and that they were plagued by strange activity, especially in the basement.
It was a woke type of ghost who identified as a he, but you know, it was a woke type of ghost. I don't know, modern ghost, you can say.
The residents supposedly heard unusual sounds, disembodied conversations, and even saw doors opening by themselves throughout the home.
What
After
up,
the
Nani?
owners
How you
passed
doing?
away,
Welcome to
the
the
house
stream.
was left to relatives. However, they never moved in, and it's remained empty ever since. In the video, we see the investigator thoroughly exploring the space with a flashlight as he sets up some cameras to record in the background. This is when things start to get a little creepy. A piece of glass slides off the counter and shatters on the floor. Then the entire room starts to rumble and shake, tossing other objects around. It doesn't appear to be an earthquake because it doesn't affect the rest of the house. Next, the investigator uses a device in an attempt to contact any resident spirits. Eerily, he receives a message telling him to open the basement. Bravely, or perhaps stupidly, he decides to do it. He opens the hatch and ventures cautiously
cool boy?
into the darkness. Suddenly, something catches him off guard. Take a listen. It sounds like an eerie screech.
We've been trying to contact you, but your car's extended insurance warranty.
Or what made the noise, he wisely leaves the basement. However, it seems that his curiosity soon gets the better of him and he lowers himself through the trapdoor one more time. Sure enough, the same spine-chilling sound emanates out of the darkness.
Like, why would you go back?
This time he doesn't
Coco, you should go to
hesitate.
some haunted
He
houses?
packs his
Nah,
equipment
cool boy,
and
hell
leaves the
no.
property.
He can't even close the basement no more. I would have been like,
While hanging
fuck
out at a
that.
friend's house, Redditor Peppermint the Fox caught something strange on
Nah, I
camera.
wouldn't want to go. It's too creepy.
The large white object is a propane tank. There's also something else right next to it. At first, it's hard to make out what exactly it could be. It looks like it might be part of the tank, but if you zoom in, you can see that the foggy shape appears to have a head perched on top of a large frame. It even has two sparkling eyes that are looking off to the side. Many viewers thought the figure resembled a gorilla, while others suggested it might be a human attempting to steal propane from the tank. The original poster added that the figure vanished right after the photo was taken, and
Wow.
upon further inspection,
You think so?
they could
Coco's
see
your son
no
in the basement?
footprints or signs of any kind that the figure was even there.
It might be,
Is this photo proof of a mysterious cryptid roaming the area, or is it something else entirely?
Can you imagine
Perhaps
Bigfoot?
pareidolia. Take another look at the image
What?
and let me know what your theories are in the comments down below. Abandoned places often have complex histories, and the dilapidated building seen in this video is no exception. Many people have reported strange incidents here. It's even thought that one individual committed suicide in a downstairs room. YouTuber Mysterio JL.
Coco Walker, it could grow like hair and shit out of nowhere. Coco Walker changes his identity. As a, I got a wig now.
Decides to investigate the premises for himself. As he enters the first room, he and his partner hear footsteps.
Oye, son pasos,
They dissipate as the men walk closer, but can be heard once again as the men turn away.
Oye. ¿Otra vez? ¿Qué es eso? Ay, el cañón aquí atrás, güey, me caminaron,
That's when they discover the word niño, which means little boy in Spanish, written on the wall.
Niño, Emilio, esto es algo de lo que nos tiene con intriga, con preocupación.
That baby.
Porque en todas las países
The investigators decide to continue their exploration of the property.
una plasmacionista, güey. Mira. Es una plasmación, güey. Sí, güey.
As something grabs their attention, the camera holder inadvertently captures something unnerving on camera. mysterious figure can be seen in the top right window. At first, it's almost impossible to see. However, if you brighten the footage, it becomes more obvious. Next, they head upstairs. As they make their way along a dark, dilapidated hallway, a chilling sound echoes through the space.
Mama?
According to the uploader, the voice says "Mama" in Spanish.
Mama?
Not long after, the investigators catch a second sighting of the mysterious figure they saw earlier.
¿Qué? ¿Qué, güey? Algo pasó por allá. Algo pasó por allá al fondo.
Again, the footage needs to be brightened up, but as before, there's definitely something there.
A little kid figure running across. Coco Jr.
A squatter who's taken up residence in the crumbling building? Or could it be the spirit of a child that's calling out for their mama?
Mama. 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 Where are my bullpugs, Mama?
Are we alone in the universe? UFO sightings have been recorded across the globe for centuries. This video, uploaded to YouTube by Arslan Warwick, is supposedly the longest ever UFO recording made by a civilian. Take a look.
Both Mexicans in a haunted place.
The camera holder notes that the orb-like object is difficult to see with the naked eye.
Hola, niña. There's true. There's always that one dude, right? There's always that one Mexican dude who's like from whatever Spanish country he is. But as soon as he hears a little voice, he's the one Mexican ghost hunter who comes out of nowhere. He's like, Niña, hola, niña, ¿te encuentras ahí, niña? Sí. Niña, ¿me escuchas? Hola, hola, niña. And then the ghost is like right around the corner or something. I see you, bro. And it's like, bro, like the ghost heard you like 3 fucking times already. Like you just keep calling it out to it.
Sun has set. Practically almost dark now.
Luckily, he has an excellent camera with a powerful zoom.
9x. This is what iPhone's maximum.
You know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't think that thing is moving.
After some time, it appears as though it's actually hovering in place.
No, it's not even that. You have to go look up those ghost hunters. Like they literally, like the ghost is trying to appear itself, but the guy keeps interrupting the ghost. And he just keeps calling out to him. You're like, yo, my man, if you shut the hell up, maybe you can hear the ghost. And it's like you're watching the ghost hunting with them, and the guy just keeps calling out to the ghost, and the ghost like trying to appear, but then the ghost is like, this man talks too much, and then the ghost disappears and shit.
If it was just a kite, which has been suggested, it would move more noticeably in the wind.
This thing has been here for the past.
It could be a glitch in the Matrix. A lot of people say that they've reported glitches in the Matrix. It could or could not be true.
Recording, there are several still images of the object.
It could be a UFO. You never know.
Here we can see that it has a distinctive dome shape, unlike any man-made craft. Many viewers have praised the camera holder for their high-quality video work. Usually, UFO footage is grainy and out of focus, making it difficult to get a good look at the actual object. Several viewers also mentioned that they too have seen similar objects in the sky recently.
And we feel bad of the ghost more than the guy. Basically, it's true.
Have you ever witnessed a UFO? If so, let us know your experience in the comments down below.
Time for a little bleach after this.
This next video, posted to TikTok by Scary Central, isn't supernatural at all. Yeah, and it'll likely leave you unnerved. As the clip begins, the camera's focused on a patch of dirt or sand. There's not much to see until a paintbrush comes into view and begins to gently tap at the dirt. Take a look at what happens next.
I mean, if I was a ghost, I would fuck with people so badly. Like, they'll be in a building. I'll just go to abandoned buildings, right? And they'll be like, hello, anybody out there? And I'll just hide around behind a corner or something. Like, huh? You heard that? What was that noise? And I'll be like, what is that noise? And I'll just keep like farting and shit until the point where they can't escape it, because I farted so much that the air is green now, because you know you're a ghost and you're dead, and it fogs up everything and they just stay trapped in the building forever. So oh, there was a spider there the whole time.
What happens next? If you're not a fan of creepy crawlies, you've probably turned away. If you haven't, however, you've noticed how big the spider is compared to the paintbrush. This is supposedly a Sicaria spider, a type of arachnid that buries itself in the sand and waits to surprise its prey. The name in Latin means assassin, and its bite can be seriously dangerous to humans. Just think, next time you go outside, this little guy could be right next to your foot, and you wouldn't even know.
What if he gets superpowers? Become man spider.
Before we take a look at a strange little clip of unknown origins, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that
Imagine Goku
bell
wearing a
icon
fake
there,
bald head
turn
and the
on
hair
all channel
underneath the whole time.
notifications. That way you'll be notified every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. There's very little information available on this next video. It was uploaded to TikTok by Scary Central, but its origins are unknown. It shows a woman chatting on her cell phone as she walks by. She stops momentarily to say something to the camera holder, oblivious to the fact that there might be danger in the vicinity. Take a look at what happens next. A creepy figure appears behind her. It lurches out of the darkness, reaching towards the unsuspecting woman.
Bill Cosby?
The camera holder does see it, however. Panicked, they don't even attempt to warn their friend of the impending threat.
That's fucked up. She didn't even tell her friend. She was like, she left her friend. She didn't even be like, run, bitch. Nothing. She just like,
they simply run away.
yo, she just bounced on her friend,
There's
bro.
little information on this video.
That's
it's hard to
fucked
tell
up.
just
That's
what it is
fucked
we're
up.
seeing
Nah,
here.
that's
The figure
messed
looks
up.
distorted, almost as if it could be a reflection in a warped mirror. Take another look at the clip and let me know what you think's going on here. Is it a snippet from a movie, or is it something a little more sinister? Let me know down below.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
If you love mysterious videos like this one, then check out our other content. There's an episode there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist right there that'll keep you entertained. Now remember to follow us on all our other socials as well. There's links in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Pew! What up, Conspiracy Nut 428? Yo, what's up, party people? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the stream. We were gonna end the stream right there, but let's watch one more video. I think we should go do we did Sir Spooks. Did we do Nuke's Top 5? I don't think we did Nuke's Top 5, right? He had a new video. Let's go check him out. Copyright. I know, I was about to say. Yeah, she dipped out on them. How you doing, Conspiracy Nut 420 on Twitch? How's your day going so far? Did he have anything new? But we didn't watch other videos from him. Right, so last video of the night. Before we end the stream, after this we're gonna do Bleach Brave Souls. Top 10 scary ghost videos that will make you cry like a little baby. Now we saw that one yesterday. What about this one? Top 10 scary ghost videos that will freak you and creep you out. We saw that one already. Which one we didn't see? Top 5 scary ghost video that'll give you nightmares. I don't think we saw this one about a month ago, did we? She'll be like, fuck that shit, I'm out. No. Let's actually, you know what? Let's go to 1C Entertainment. 1C. We'll do 2 1C Entertainment videos and then we'll end the night. How about that? 2 true horror stories animated. Beautiful. Alright, let it load up. 2 seconds. Let's let it load up really quickly. I'm gonna get a little bit more water. Welcome on Twitch, welcome on YouTube. Thank you for following. We're very close to 700 followers on Twitch. I can't appreciate you guys enough. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube as well. This is the last video of the night. We're gonna 2 more videos, so it'll be like 15 more minutes and then we'll get going. So all right, I'll get my water in the meantime, and yeah.
My name is Dalton, and this is my story. It all started when my friends dared me to stay in an abandoned haunted train. When I got there, I said goodbye to my friends and walked to the train. It was freezing. I'm lucky I brought my thermal coat, otherwise I would have got frostbite.
All right, cool boy, no worries.
So when I got to the train, I found a perfect room to sleep in for the night, and I laid down for 20 minutes and fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of screaming and windows being broken. I jumped out of bed and looked out to the hallway, and to my disbelief, I saw a ghostly man looking through all the train cabs for something or someone. Just then, we locked eyes. He came running after me at full speed. I just stood there, terrified out of my mind, when he touched me. At that point, I woke up and realized it was all a nightmare. I decided
they moved across from us, by the way, in the building. Trying to get everything situated with my computer, and then he'll be able to help me out and come over.
I looked out to the hallway to make sure that man wasn't there. But he was. I thought to myself, did I see into the future? But I didn't waste any time thinking. I grabbed all my things and climbed out a broken window to escape. I called my friends to pick me up and tell them what happened. As I looked back, the man was staring at me. Then he disappeared. Did I just imagine that man, or was it a ghost? But no matter what, I will never forget that man's cold and lifeless face as he stared at me with his creepy smile. A few days ago, I was with my girlfriend and ended up coming home late. Since I wanted to finish something on my game development project,
yeah,
I lost track of...
They, I think I was telling you guys, they're moving, so they moved already across the street, but they don't have everything moved into it yet. So they're gonna finish, they're paid for the location already, but they're finishing the summer, with pretty much with his mom on his side. They live in North Carolina, I think. So they're gonna finish spending, I think, another month and a half over there, and then they're gonna come back. By then, hopefully before my birthday, I should have money to buy for the computer that I want to get, and we'll invest in that. I think I'm gonna buy the HP Omen that I showed you. It has enough good components in it. It seems to have everything else that I need. So, you know, we'll have the homie Chad on there, which is my brother-in-law, my cousin-in-law, I'm sorry, more involved in the streams in the future.
Time and went to sleep around 3 a.m. So anyways, I fell asleep. Later that night, I had a dream that resembled my school breaks, but it was in a train, bus-ish thing. At breaks, I used to patrol around school and see a bunch of people and say hi, laugh with them, annoy them, and just energetic social shit. So after messing around with my friends in my dream, I went to sit on a train chair. When I started bending over the chair, suddenly I saw an old lady figure. She looked pretty, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like the old lady from the comic Bone, but a messed up, skinny version of her. She moved in my direction while moving her hands in big, weird circles. And suddenly, I felt a hand holding my wrist really hard. I got scared, while the holding started to be more painful.
She got that Guac 3000?
Then I realized it was a dream and tried to wake up. I managed to wake up about a minute after. I woke up while my wrist was in heavy pain. I looked at the clock to check the time. It was 8 in the morning, and my eyes were still blurry. I got my phone to check if my girlfriend sent me a message. Nope, only a message from my mom. Since she usually texts me recipes, I decided to check later. I went back to sleep and woke up a few hours later. I opened my phone and checked the message from my mom. Hi, we didn't want to interrupt you this morning. Grandma just died. I was totally shocked. I didn't tell anyone but my girlfriend about it. It's such a weird feeling.
Wow, okay. Last video of the night. If you guys missed the rest of the stream, you guys can always go ahead and check it out. There was one more video I did wanted to check. We saw the Truewood horror stories. There was one I wanted to see that we didn't see yesterday because we saw two of them, but there was one in particular I wanted to see. Let's see. We saw that one, True Old Man Horror Story, True Home Horror Story. I think it was this one. I think it was that one.
My name is Taya. I'm 18 years old, but this happened to me back when I was 15. I come from a really big family. I'm the oldest of 7 kids, meaning that I have 6 younger siblings. Recently, my siblings and I were taken into foster care due to us losing our home. My mom, who is a single mother, was trying and doing her best to provide for us, with God's help, of course. Our mom eventually got us back, which meant that she found us a house. Unfortunately, it was located in a not-so-good area. Our house was a 2-bedroom house with 1 bathroom in the middle of the ghetto. On
No
one
worries,
side,
this is
we
the
had a
last
neighbor.
story.
For this story,
We're gonna
we'll
be
call
getting
him
off.
Mr. George. And on the right side of the house was nothing but woods. When we first moved in, we couldn't afford beds at the time, so we slept on the floor. Because the right side of the house faced the woods, it was extra creepy at night to sleep, because we also didn't have any
Android
blinds or
21?
curtains to the windows, seeing as we just moved in. There were times where I would be changing my clothes, and outside of my window, I would see the bushes moving. And not the kind of moving that wind causes, but like someone was trying to peek at me while I was changing. While living in that house, there were many different occurrences that were red flags to us. Like one night, we were all asleep, and my mother woke up to the sound of the knob to the front door constantly being turned, as if someone was trying to get in. Another occurrence was when my brother was coming out of the bathroom, and because his bed was right by the window that faced the front yard, he was looking out the window and saw a tall figure just standing there watching the house. It was the same thing when he was in our room. Our rooms were split by gender since there were so many of us. The girls' room was located somewhere near the backyard facing the woods, so when he was on my sister's bunk bed that faced the forest, he saw the figure again. At the time when my dad was there, my mother and him went outside to see where the figure was, but found nothing. Now the real thing. One day, my mother said that she wanted to take back our library books. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina, but at the time we lived in North Charleston. The library was about a good 30 minutes away from our house, maybe an hour with traffic.
Don't worry, Ghost Storm Review, you're fine. Just go to the bathroom. Make sure you put your flashlight on, and just put like this is what you do. Take your phone, turn the flashlight on your phone, go to YouTube, put Coco Melon, play the video, like lower the volume, and just go to the bathroom. You'll be fine.
So anyways, my mother said that she wanted to take our books back,
Nah,
but asked us if we
bro,
wanted to
don't
come.
do it.
We kept repeatedly telling her no because we just didn't feel like going out. With me being the oldest, I figured that I could hold down the fort until she got back. So she left and said that she would be back soon. Not even 5 minutes had passed before she came back and told us all to get in the car. For some reason, she had changed her mind and wanted all of us to come with her. She said she just wanted us to come with her for some reason, like it was a complete 360. I was annoyed at first, but we all got ready and we headed out. When we arrived at the library, my mother was supposed to only turn our old books back in, but for some reason we stayed much longer than expected. We were supposed to leave and come back, but we stayed there for almost 3 hours. Every time my mother told us to come on, either something like a movie or book caught her eye. The younger ones would start playing with the toys, or my mother would get sucked back into conversation with someone else. It was like every time we tried to leave, there was something that always prevented us from doing so. Now, in our house, because it was so small, it got hot very easy, because it was an old house. So our landlord came and installed one of those AC
No,
units that
it's
hang
not.
outside of the window. because when it turns on, it sucks the hot air out of the window and pushes the cold air in. This is important for the story. So when we came back to our house, my mother noticed something was off. All of the lights were on when we specifically remember turning them off. I did a double take because also our AC was gone. Because it was gone, that left the window wide open. My mother and I got out and told the others to stay in the car. When we got to the door, it was unlocked and our place was trashed. Our clothes were gone through, my bed had boot marks on it, and my brother's bed too. The funny thing is that they didn't take anything. Our laptops and computers were still there, so was the printer. It seems like they came in and took only things like diapers, wipes, and they messed with our food and then left. It was one of the scariest moments of my life. My mother called the police and they inspected the area, but they never found anything. We called our landlord and he put new locks and curtains on our windows, and we got more food and supplies. After that, we had no more break-ins and we moved out after a year. While moving into our new house in a better, safer area, I remembered something that chills my bones to this very day. My mother and I both noticed something when we came home that day. When we got out of the car and went to the door, we slowly pushed the door open, and what we saw was truly terrifying. When someone comes to break into your house, they might put a chair up against the door to block maybe the police, or to let them know if the person who owns the house has returned. But usually the chair would be facing backwards. When we opened the door, the chair was faced towards the door as if someone was sitting in the chair waiting for us to open the door. It was faced like how it would be if you sneak back in after curfew and your parents are sitting facing the door waiting for you to come home. It was like they were waiting for us to come back, and when we did, they would take matters into their own hands. I thank God for that day, because if he didn't tell my mother to take us to the library, or even if he hadn't kept us there for so long, I fear what would have happened to us all.
Damn, that's why you always gotta be careful, man. Always gotta be careful. Be aware of your surroundings. Alright, we're gonna leave it there for now. Shout out to Conspiracy Nut 420, Nikki AD on Twitch, on YouTube. Shout out to my moderators, Azerpi, aka Nani, and Cool Boy. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Official Shot. Shout out to George. Shout out also to Da Baby. Shout out to who else came through in the stream earlier. I think I saw a few of you others on the stream. If I missed anybody else, I apologize. Dark Voyager, thank you for the support. How could I forget? And I think that was it. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care for now. I'm gonna take a little break. No, it's the Candyman. Have an amazing time. This is your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. Have an amazing Tuesday. Enjoy your rest of your day. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Peace.